In the bustling city of Veridonia, where emotions ran high like the currents of a wild river, lived a young man named Joshua. He was known for his quick wit, bright smile, and a passion that burned deep within him. But alongside his fiery enthusiasm, Joshua struggled with a temper that had a habit of flaring up like a storm in the night. One fine morning, as the sun painted the sky in shades of gold, Joshua found himself in a heated argument with his best friend, Ethan. The disagreement over a trivial matter quickly escalated into a heated exchange of harsh words and raised voices. Their friendship, once as strong as a mighty oak, now stood on the precipice of rupture. Later that day, while taking a solitary stroll along the riverbank, Joshua reflected on the events of the morning. He knew deep down that his temper was an ember he needed to control. As he watched the gentle flow of water, he realized that anger was like a raging river that could carry away the bonds he cherished most. Determined to change, Joshua sought the counsel of a wise old man who lived on the outskirts of the city. The old man, with a weathered face and eyes brimming with wisdom, welcomed Joshua into his humble abode. He offered Joshua a cup of tea and listened intently as the young man poured out his struggles. The wise old man spoke. "Ah, young one, emotions are like the currents of the river. They can be overwhelming, but if you let them control you, you will be swept away, never knowing where you might end up. To harness the power within, you must learn to master your emotions and tame the flame of anger that burns inside." Curious, Joshua asked, "But how can I control my temper? It seems to engulf me in its fiery embrace before I even realize." The old man smiled gently and replied, "Imagine your temper as a burning candle within you. When the winds of life blow strong, the flame dances wildly, threatening to consume all around it. But you, my boy, can be the master of the wind. You can choose to breathe calmly to shelter the flame and to let it glow steadily." Over the next few weeks, Joshua visited the wise old man regularly, learning meditation and techniques to find tranquility even in the midst of chaos. He practiced patience, seeking the calm eye of the storm, and embraced empathy, realizing that understanding another's perspective can quell the flames of anger. As the days passed, Joshua's temper began to wane, and his friendships flourished anew. He found that he could connect with others more deeply, for he listened with an open heart, offering the balm of understanding to soothe their troubled souls. One evening, as the sun set over Veridonia, Joshua returned to the riverbank where his journey had begun. He gazed at his reflection in the calm waters, realizing that the river of life would continue to flow, and he had the power to choose how to navigate it. He thought back to the wise old man's words and found solace in them. Emotions will always be a part of you, Joshua. They are the essence of being human. But by mastering them, you become the captain of your ship, navigating life's waters with wisdom and grace. From that day forward, Joshua's life transformed. His fiery spirit became a guiding light, illuminating the path for others to find peace within themselves. He shared the wisdom he had gained from his struggles, teaching the people of Veridonia to control their tempers and embrace the harmony that comes from understanding one another. And so, in the city of Veridonia, the legend of Joshua, the young man who tamed his temper and found wisdom in the embrace of calmness, lived on as a beacon of hope and inspiration for generations to come. In our daily lives, we encounter countless situations that test our emotional restraint. It could be a frustrating encounter with a colleague, a disagreement with a loved one, or even the aggravation caused by the challenges of everyday life. Joshua's story serves as a poignant reminder that our emotions are like a river, and we hold the key to control the currents. When we learn to pause and breathe, when we choose empathy over anger, and when we seek to understand rather than react impulsively, we become the architects of our emotional landscape. By mastering our temper, we transform conflicts into opportunities for growth, fostering deeper connections with those around us.